Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
August 25th. God's plan frustrated. God forbid, yea, let God be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Romans 3:4.
What was God's character after the fall of man? What satanic accusation became prominent again? Who is guilty when you commit sin? Already in heaven, Lucifer accused God's law of being unjust and of not granting true freedom to those who wanted to obey it. To counter this accusation, God decided to create our world, and to create man and his woman innocent of the evil that existed. Through their lives, he demonstrated that it was possible to obey him without pressure, but through a will born of love. But Satan counterattacked again, and by bringing man down and introducing sin into our world, he demonstrated once again that it is impossible to obey God, and that his law only causes misfortune. Finally, he said, God is to blame for all the evil that exists, for if he had not established his law, there would be no rebellion or sin. God is a tyrannical judge asserted again, who compels obedience from his creatures.
God's plan to demonstrate that he can indeed be obeyed voluntarily, and that love is the reason for his rule, was thwarted when the Edenic couple fell. God's honor and dignity were once again tarnished, and God could use neither force nor lies to clear his honor. Only with truth and justice could he confront Satan's lies.
Adam and Eve's fall into sin gave Satan ammunition in his fight against God's government. Now the task was even more difficult, but God needed to clear his honor. God began to be judged in the minds of all the inhabitants of the universe. Could Lucifer be right? Is he a tyrant for imposing his law on us? If we rebel, will he kill us? We'd better obey. Doubt grew stronger again, and Satan seemed to be right. What would God do now with the human being he had created? Killing him would prove Satan right in the belief that God is a tyrant. But forgiving him would mean diminishing the authority of his law. The task was to demonstrate his mercy without altering his justice, not only to redeem humanity but also to restore his tarnished honor.
But the plan of redemption had a broader and deeper purpose than just saving man. Christ did not come to earth for that reason alone. He did not come merely so that the inhabitants of this little world might obey God's law as it ought to be obeyed, but he came to vindicate God's character before the universe.
God can restore his honor in you if you desire it. In his great plan of salvation, he grants the freedom to return to him or remain in sin. And millions throughout time have, using their free will, sought God's salvation. You can be someone in whom God restores his honor, or someone who rebels against him. Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.